What's going on, guys? Just finished work. It's the van. Don't know if you've seen that or not. Today I'm going up to Chris's unit. I've seen him since BDC. I'm going to pick up my stool because I don't like to work standing up. I'm a lazy boy. And we're going to weld my new diff. Well, it's not new, but weld my diff. Yeah, I've run out of gas for the MIG. I don't really fancy trying to TIG weld a diff. Yeah, let's go say hi to Chris, see what he's up to. See you out there, guys.
Everybody say hi, Chris!
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Chris, he's going to be working on his Mini today. He's breaking out for parts so he can make cool skid cars. How are you feeling, Chris?
Yeah, mixed emotions.
You're going to miss the front wheel drive life.
Grip is life, or was.
Yeah. Well, you still use grip in drifting. Just different kind of grip.
Yeah, not quite the same.
So you're all about that. All about that side bite life.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's shut this down. Prep it for welding. So, diff's all stripped down. Chris is still working away. Got it literally taken to pieces, and now we're gonna give her some splatter in here, and then make up some plate. I brought some 5mm with me. Cut the size and stick in there. Make it nice and strong, almost rod proof. Well, we got so far. We've got the corners blooped up, boogery. Well, unfortunately, we've run out of wire in the welder, so I think the plan will be pack up here and go home. Morning, peeps. We're back in the garage. It's the next day now. Obviously, we went to Chris's and unfortunately ran out of welding wire, so we're back at home. We've done a little cardboard template. So now I'm going to cut that out some 3mm steel. Got to weld that puppy in there. As long I need to try and get to the MIG, which is hidden down the side of the car down there. It has got a gas bottle on it, but I don't know if there's anything in it, so we might have to use the argon from the TIG. So let's get into it. Get a rusty Nissan, they said. God. Who else tries to do all this shit in my home garage? Nightmare. See if we've got any gas in this sucker, shall we? Sounds like there's a little bit in there. I'll get done what we can, eh? I thought I'd show you guys how I do it. I say how I do it, this is the first time I've ever done it like this, but I thought I'd give it a go. So what I've done is I've notched the plate so it sits in to the planet gears better. I mean, it might give it more strength, it might not, it might be completely irrelevant, but I'll give it a go. I'm going to apologise if you can't see this too well, but I'm MIG's quite splattery, don't want to risk damaging the camera. So wish me luck. We've got gas. So we've got one side done. She's smoking a fair bit, so I think we'll let her cool down for a while. I don't want to risk ruining the bearings. So she's looking. To the light. Looks a bit porous, but I'm pretty confident that will hold. This is the other side, if you hadn't seen it yesterday. Corners are blobbed. We're going to stick a bit inside it. Hope there's no slag inside the shaft holes, but we shall find out. Winning! I'm actually going to reinforce the diff casing because they're quite common for breaking on MX5s. I'll just show you the failure point. So Mazda, in all their wisdom, put these little notches here in the diff arm. So if you did ever get into an accident, or I don't know, if you wanted to do something silly like turbo your car, this would be a failure point rather than damaging the chassis, gearbox, blah blah blah. So what we're going to do is we bought some aluminium off of my favourite online auction site, and we're going to use that to plate this up, give it a bit of extra strength. Don't know how hard it's going to be. I've never welded cast alley. I've done very little with alley, so we'll see how that goes. But it'll be fun and it'll be a learning curve for us all. So let's get into it. So we're going to start by grinding off these little nibs, nubbins. Whatever the fuck they are. And that's how it looks. Cut them off. Looking nice and smooth. Both sides. We'll clean it up and maybe make a little template out of cardboard. So I've got some measurements off the casing. All I'm going to do is make a template out of cardboard. Make sure it all fits alright before I cut it out of alley, because obviously we don't want to waste any materials. And I'm probably going to do it wrong a couple of times. So let's crack on with that. Always use a straight edge when using cardboard, because cardboard is obviously always got a straight edge. Sweet. One template. Wow. Don't know about you, but I'd call that pretty damn good. Why don't you have a look for yourself? What do you reckon to that? Oh yeah. Question is it the same for the other side? It's close enough. I'll take that as a win. So what we've done is we cut a piece out. Here's one I preferred earlier, proper Blue Peter style. I don't know if you can tell on the video, but that isn't completely straight. So to mould that to the correct shape, I don't have any fancy tools. As you can see, that's pretty good. Done it the simple way of putting a welding glove over it and beat it into shape. Doesn't mark the alley, and it sits pretty damn good. So let's try and weld it. I have no idea how this is going to go. This could be very entertaining for you people. What is he? Right. Oh, now my camera's covered in crap as well. Apology headphones users. So I started grinding back the welds because they were not pretty. Just realised that light is probably not looking great. So this is the side that I started grinding back, and let's face it, you know, if someone's grinding back, they're not pretty. That's the other side that I haven't ground back yet. I don't know if you can see, but it's not nice. Not nice, but it's strong. Well, stronger anyway. So I'm going to call that a night because I'm going to go grab some food and I'll pick this up probably tomorrow. Morning people, it's another day in the garage and we are cracking back on with the diff. I'm not going to video loads of it because you've seen a bit of it already. I think I'm just going to crack on and get the other 4 parts plated up. I want to get this car back together today, so it's going to be diff back together, diff in the car, gearbox in, well, clutch in first, gearbox in, downpipe back on. Like, I want that car to start and run today, so we are going to be hitting it hard. This side is done. I'm not going to get too close to the camera because that is ugly, so it's going to get brown back with a flat disc, but it's definitely going to be stronger. We've got some good penetration on it. It was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. Still a bit warm, so yeah, flip it over, do the same thing on the other side. So the diff is all back together. Well, I say it's all back together, we're putting it back together. So the diff is welded, as you've seen. We've plated the back of the diff. To be honest, I really don't like welding at these, so I'm not going to do the other side, but hey ho. So now make all this one again. So casing's back together. I haven't tightened up the bolts just yet. I'm going to go have some breakfast, let the silicone do some drying, then we'll come back and we'll torque the bolts up, because you know everyone does that. Right, we better torque these suckers up. Click, 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 click.